What's up, world? It's me once again, Brother Prestige, Ricky Leverett Jr. here with another quick, brief, metaphysical message. Glad you took a little bit of time out your day just to hear a message coming from me. What I wanted to speak on today was shadow self. The shadow self and shadow work. The shadow self, a lot of people had a couple of questions about what it is directly. Well, the shadow self is basically like the deeper parts of us, our unconscious parts of ourselves, our different parts of our traits, our habits, things we like and don't like, things we kind of hide from other people, maybe behind our what we would call the ego or the persona. When you first meet somebody, you rarely see their shadow first. It takes time to see what a person is really about before you're able to really get into their shadow. But we all have one. So that's the thing about it. It's not anyone that's exempt from having a shadow self. Because the shadow self is not always things that are bad. The shadow self can be talents and things and abilities that you hide because you may have been told when you were smaller that you didn't sound good when you sing on the microphone. That poem didn't sound good, so you hide that deep within inside yourself. You may do it alone in your room or something like that. You may not even show it to the public. So that could be a shadow self. And that's where the shadow work comes in handy at. See, the shadow is that unconscious part of us, those things that trigger us, those things that get on our nerves, those things that get under our skin, and we sometimes don't even know why. But the best thing is to ask the questions, why? Why does that make me so mad when that person does that? Is this me or is it them? The shadow is the questions that you ask is, why do I get triggered when I see that? And we live in a time where social media can make somebody trigger. They can read a post and see something that they think is about them and it's not and be triggered by it. But why is the reason that we're being triggered by that? Those are the type of questions that you must ask yourself and get deep within, because the shadow is hard to confront. It's not an easy task to do, and many people never choose to do it. But the benefits of it is that you get a better understanding of yourself. You get to actually be the conscious awareness behind your thoughts. So instead of feeling bad about a thought that you're thinking, or instead of an intrusive thought taking over your mind and your whole day, you're able to say, that's just my shadow trying to creep in, or look at my mind trying to take over this situation. A lot of times we can't get over problems because we hide it behind the shadow. And the best thing to do is to bring the shadow to the conscious awareness, because then we can pick it apart and see what really needs to be there and what really don't. So that's just a quick message with it, the shadow self. If you want more information, look up Carl Jung. He's the first psychologist about it. Or you can also look up The Untethered Soul. That's a good book. Or another great book that I've been reading is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It really breaks down different exercises and things you can do to take a deeper look at what stresses you, what gets on your nerves, what triggers that shadow, and how to use that shadow and increment it into your life to actually make you fulfill your purpose on this planet. Thanks for listening, Brother Prestige, Ricky Leverett Jr. Mind alignment. Peace.